Hello everyone, this is Brandon McNeice coming to you from the office of the head of school at Cornerstone Christian Academy. And this is us trying something new. We want to make a video to show you where we've been and where we're going next year. And this is applicable to every member of our stakeholder group. So board members, donors, parents, faculty, staff, and of course our students. This year has felt like something of a turning point. After a few years of building back from where we were before the pandemic and enduring some leadership transitions, this year has felt like we've taken the next step for the first time in a while. And that's something to be very proud of. We've seen that in growth to our enrollment. We've seen that in improved student outcomes, expansion of different events that we've done throughout the year, and in a significant increase to the contributions that our donors have blessed us with. And so you're going to hear about some of the accomplishments from this year. You're going to hear about some things you have to look forward to in the future. And we hope to make this an annual offering every year, a video to give you an update. So this is your state of the school. Enjoy.
Ready?
And we wanted to start where we should always start. And that's with our students and with our mission. And the core of our mission is to educate children. Over the last few years, we've continued to improve on their academic outcomes. And we've done that by increasing the level of collaboration between our faculty members. And we do that through what are called PLCs, or professional learning communities. These are weekly opportunities for our teachers to share instructional strategies and pedagogical techniques that are working for them. In addition to that, we've introduced an increasing amount of coaching so that teachers are having weekly check-ins where they're able to actually get feedback on ways that they could improve in the classroom. And finally, we're starting to audit our curriculum, and that's a process that's going to continue across the next year, where we're looking at opportunities for us to improve the content we're delivering in each grade and each subject level. And we measure that, and we use our MAP growth assessment to make sure that we understand how the changes that we're implementing are actually impacting the student outcomes, and use that data to continue our improvement. And at the end of the day, we know what we're doing is working. We're taking students from one of the least served or most underserved communities in the country, and we're getting their math and English scores above the national average. And the high schools and colleges in the area are noticing. 98% of our graduates leave us, go off to high school, and complete their high school within 4 years. And 95% of those graduates go on to college after graduating high school. And ultimately, that's how we should be measuring our success. We want our students to have a wonderful time and a wonderful experience while they're at Cornerstone. The goal is for them to go off and succeed at high school, college, and beyond. And it's not just that our students are getting into great high schools and completing them in 4 years, it's where they're going and what they're doing when they get there. So we have students who in the last couple of years have gained admission to Masterman, Palumbo, West Catholic, Central, Science Leadership Academy, and the City School. Just this year, we had one of our recent graduates, a freshman at Bonner Prendy, serve as the only starting offensive lineman on their varsity team when they won the state championship. We also heard that a recent graduate, a sophomore at the Performing Arts School String Theory, was just cast as the lead in their fall play. And then finally, just a few weeks ago, we found out that one of our recent graduates, a freshman at Cristo Rey, has been awarded a scholarship to attend a pre-law summer training program at Stanford. We know all this because they come back to tell us. Our graduates who are off in high school often come to visit. They want to let us know how they're doing. And so our 8th graders just graduated a couple weeks ago, but we can't wait to see what they accomplish at their high schools next fall. High quality education is not just about what happens in the classroom. And so Cornerstone has doubled down on our commitment to bring experiential learning opportunities to our students. We want our students to have access to the sorts of experiences that most private school students in America view as a rite of passage. And some of those involve summer camp opportunities, getting out of the heart of the city, getting into the woods, and experiencing nature. And so we've partnered with 2 different organizations. First, the Lake Waynwood community, where this past summer we brought a group of middle school students to experience everything that goes along with camp. S'mores over the campfire, and then we eventually sang in their Sunday chapel service. We also have continued our partnership with Camp Taqua, who has invited a number of our students in middle school to attend their multi-week summer camps. We're proud to announce that we're going to be reprising both of those opportunities this summer with an expansion in the number of students attending. In addition to summer camp opportunities, our school year was full of trips for various age groups where we took them to educational destinations throughout the city. So this year we went to Franklin Institute, Legoland, the Philadelphia Zoo, then we ended with a giant trip to Sight and Sound, which many of our parents joined us on. We brought over 160 people out there to Lancaster to see their performance of Noah. In addition to taking our students around the city and off campus, we formed some partnerships this year with organizations that can provide after-school programming to our students. So one of those involved a wonderful coding program that our students took advantage of. And another was a partnership with the Tiger Woods Foundation, who has just built a brand new learning lab in Cobbs Creek. They sent a number of their educators specifically to Cornerstone to work with our middle school students and engage in science-based workshops in both circuitry and rocketry. And so we look forward to our ability to expand that partnership and get our students access to that learning lab. At the end of last school year, we hosted a gala to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Cornerstone. And that invited hundreds of our donors and other members of our community to celebrate along with us. And that event, while raising $350,000 all on its own, more importantly served as a great re-engagement with our donor community that has teed off this year to be the most successful fundraising year in Cornerstone's history. We've seen growth in every fundraising category, and I want to highlight 2 of them. One is that this year we've brought in over $1.2 million in EITC funding. That's a tax credit program. Any Pennsylvania state resident with a state tax liability has the opportunity to redirect those funds toward a qualifying educational institution within the state. Cornerstone is one of those schools. It's so easy. You can contact our advancement office and they can walk you through the whole process come tax season. I'm also proud to share that we secured the largest single pledge in the school's history this year, $1.4 million each year for the next 5 years to support the expansion of our operations. We've also started to receive a larger number of bequests from estates. Just a couple weeks ago, we received a $100,000 contribution from a longtime donor. All of these efforts combined have resulted in us bringing in over $6 million in total contributions this year alone. That's 50% more than the previous high watermark that Cornerstone has ever generated. And moving into next year, our advancement team is expanding. We're excited to welcome Alex Borders, our new Director of Institutional Advancement, to the team this summer. She has a wealth of experience specifically in private school fundraising and has many big ideas about how to help take Cornerstone to the next level. In addition to being invited to take our students off-site, we have many of our community partners come and join us on campus to volunteer. So 3 times every year we have our community service days where our donors descend upon our campus and engage in all manner of work, cleanup work, yard work, painting, putting furniture together, whatever the school needs. And the attendance at those events has only gone up this year. One other great program to highlight is our Teammate Mentor program, where donors are paired up with middle school students to serve as mentors for them throughout the year. This year we expanded that to include all of our middle school students. We had a Teammate Chapel Day, which was specifically dedicated to the volunteerism of these members of our community. And we upped the ante on Teammate Day, which is a dedicated field trip where these donors and our students get to go out and experience some of the city. This year, we saw increased engagement from our partners in educating young minds, our parents. We saw growth in the number of parents who attended events on campus, such as our new open houses, our service days, and our Father's Day luncheon. We also had many more parents join us as chaperones on our various field trips. This coming school year, we hope to connect with even more parents and bring them into the fold through our volunteer program. Our annual Back to School Night will be held on August 28th this year, where in addition to learning everything about preparing your child for success this year, you'll discover ways to come back to school and help serve the Cornerstone mission yourself. Everything I've talked about so far has helped make Cornerstone an even better place to work than it's ever been. And that's why over the last couple of years, we've enjoyed an employee retention rate of over 95%. With growth comes new faces. So this year, we were excited to bring onto the team Devin Adams, Coach Dev, to serve as our full-time PE teacher, who's also going to be doing work to get our sports programs back off the ground. In addition, we brought on Taylor Jenkins to serve as our dedicated admissions manager. And she has really hit the ground running, which is part of the reason why we're anticipating growth in enrollment to 150 total students for next fall. As we shared earlier this year, our principal, Miss Manigold, is stepping away from Cornerstone at the end of this year. So we thought it was really important to celebrate and honor all that she's contributed to Cornerstone in her 15-year career here. And we did that at the 8th grade graduation. She was awarded the first and inaugural Faculty Emeritus Award in Cornerstone's history. And now as we look to the future, we're transitioning into a slightly new structure where we'll have 2 academic leaders. We're blessed to have 2 trusted academic leaders within our own community to take on these new roles. Moving forward, Tamika Price will serve as the assistant head of school for lower school, overseeing grades kindergarten through 4th grade. And Kia Walker will serve as the new assistant head of upper school, overseeing grades 5 through 8. This will allow them to focus on what's developmentally necessary for each of those grade band groups.
Hello, Cornerstone family. I am excited about this next school year. We've had a great school year this year. If you think that was good, wait till next year. I'm so excited about becoming the assistant head of lower school. I'm eager to build on the successes of this year. So next year, we will increase student engagement through tech integration. We also want to add in more student leadership opportunities, such as student council. And you might, just might, be able to tune into our very own Cornerstone news show. So we'll keep you posted on that. The lower school is full of first times, and it's so exciting to watch them experience and also get to share in those moments. And those are the memories that they will look back on and remember, oh, at Cornerstone, I learned to tie my shoes. So it's just really exciting to see their eagerness for learning.
Hi, my name is Kia Walker, and I am the current Dean of Students and Responsive Collection Teacher Leader here at Cornerstone. I have been here for quite a long time. I started as a student teacher and then an elementary school or lower school teacher, and now I am in administration. So I guess a lot of people could say I grew up in Cornerstone. But I am excited to be the incoming assistant head of school upper. I absolutely love working with our middle schoolers. I see them as little adults that have a lot of ideas, a lot of energy, and a lot of passion for not only being middle school students, but just getting their ideas out there and showing who they really are. I'm also looking forward to hearing more from our staff and seeing what type of ideas they would like to bring to Cornerstone to help Cornerstone grow as an overall school, not just for our students, but our families as well.
Speaking about leadership, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the passing of our school's founder, Dr. Tony Campolo. As I've spoken with and gotten to know members of our donor community over the past 2 years, I always ask how they first came to be associated with Cornerstone. More often than not, they will respond, "I heard Tony Campolo speak one time, 30 years ago. I've been here ever since." Tony was a man so full of God's love that he couldn't help but have some of it fall onto others anywhere he went. One of those places was on the corner of 58th Street and Concessing in Southwest Philadelphia. We will be forever grateful for that. As we grow into the future, it's important that the image we're presenting to the world truly represents where Cornerstone is in its history and where we want to go. It's been 7 years since we've updated any of the key elements of our brand. And so this year, the advancement team has worked hard to develop a brand refresh. And we're excited to share our new look with you today. When I arrived at Cornerstone, I saw what every first-time visitor to campus sees. A student body characterized by an incredibly high degree of interpersonal respect, openness, politeness, and a sense of personal dignity. Our students care about each other. They care about their teachers, and they care about their world. Our buildings, like our school, have stood the test of time. Our weekly chapel service is joyful, yes, but also deeply reverent. We're part of a tradition, and that tradition has weight. Our image should represent the prestige and status that comes along with that history. So we've shifted the color palette into a more muted combination of our existing colors. These new colors speak to stability, credibility, and decorum. We're particularly excited to share our new school crest, inspired by a review of some of the top private schools in the area. The 4 elements of our crest speak to our identity. The book represents our focus on academics as well as the Word of God. The sunburst is a vestigial element from both prior versions of our logo, representing hope, the future, and Christ's light. The stone symbolizes strength, durability, safety, and referencing the cornerstone of our name. And the olive branch, a universal representation of peace, is found in the Philadelphia city flag, where it represents one of the guiding principles of our city: peace, hope, abundance, and justice. Taken together, these visual elements are classic and esteemed. They're almost collegiate. They're emblematic of an established, trusted, and well-respected institution. Now, it's important that our new image has a premium showcase onto the digital world. So in parallel with our brand work, we have spent the past year developing a new website. It's clean, easy to navigate, and has a great deal more functionality. More than just an external tool, our new site will be a hub of centralized information for our internal stakeholders. Faculty, staff, and parents will all be able to find what they need in one central location. In particular, the new dynamic calendar will provide a great deal of utility. Need to know when the upcoming field trip is? Check the website calendar. Need to know where the permission slip can be found and completed? Simply click on the calendar event and everything you need to know will be in one place. Perhaps best of all, it has a new online school store. As you can see, we've made considerable strides this year. As students, parents, faculty and staff members, board members, and donors, thank you for your support. It's that support that makes everything we do here possible. And thank you for watching. We have a great deal more work to do over the coming year, and there'll be more news to share. So stay tuned to our upcoming newsletters and social media posts, where you can stay informed about how to contribute to our growth, continue to support our students, and watch us rise.
Come on, Cornerstone, and watch us rise.
Watch us rise.
Watch